Holy guacamole pants ain't Batman. We had ourselves a weekend in powerlifting. Three of the biggest powerlifters of all time, Jesus Oliveras, Andrew House, and Dan Grigsby, all stepped onto the platform. And with these three powerhouses, we've got multiple all-time world records on the line. First up to bat, Jesus Oliveras. On Saturday, Jesus competed in a IPF sanctioned meet. And boy, did Jesus deliver. A 1,055-pound squat in sleeves on a power bar walked out. An unofficial all-time world record. And for those of you out there who don't understand why a world record set on a sanctioned powerlifting platform is an unofficial world record, is because in IPF sanctioned meets, you have to compete on a world level platform in order to set a world record. Damn! And to round that total up, Jesus benched 584 and deadlifted 903, pretty solidly too. And that cleaned up a 2,554 pound total for the Mega Gojira. Saturday was looking to be pretty swifty, but how did Sunday go? Both Andrew House and Dan Grigsby are competing at the USPC Shack Showdown. Andrew House is zoned in on two all-time world records, the 308 sleeved squat all-time world record, as well as the sleeved all-time world record total. And Dan Grigsby is looking to be the first man in all time to deadlift 500 kilograms in an official powerlifting setting. Up first on the day is squats. Dan Grigsby's third squat was up to bat first. 866 pounds for the deadlift specialist, not too shabby. And boy, was that a warm-up for Andrew House's squat. He loaded up 1031. Wow, that was quite the squat, don't you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. Then it was on to bench press. And if you're looking for a total all-time world record, you got to be able to bench as well as squat and deadlift. And this is where things started to get interesting for the boys. Let's start with how Andrew House did. Andrew House ended up going 2 for 3 on bench, with a 566-pound bench, putting him at 1594 subtotal before deadlifts. And unfortunately, boys, girls, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between, this is where our good news comes to a stop. Let us have a moment of silence for Dan Grigsby's bench press. On first attempt, his butt came up and got reds for that. Second attempt, exact same scenario, butt came up, get some reds, no lift. And unfortunately, on third, he got stuffed like the Thanksgiving turkey you're about to consume this upcoming Thursday. All right, back into the swing of things. At this point, Andrew House is sitting at a 1594 and needs a 948 deadlift to claim the 308 sleeved all-time world record, which I believe is also held by him. Maybe. I know at least the squat record he was going for was held by him. Danny Grigsby and Andrew House have recently become training partners, and Dan Grigsby is by far a better deadlifter by over 100 pounds. And as Bill Belichick once didn't say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So this is Andrew House's very first meet competing with sumo deadlifts. 903 pounds like butter. Now somebody call Europe, because this is the final countdown. 948 pounds on the bar. One man, one record, one opportunity. How does it go? So, even though Andrew wasn't able to get that 948 deadlift, he still had a pretty good day, going 1031, which is an all-time world record squat in the 308 sleeved weight class. He benched 566 and finished off with a 903 deadlift. A 2497 total is not too shabby. This was a monumental weekend for the sport of powerlifting. You got Jesus Oliveras unofficially breaking the all-time squat world record with a 1055 squat. You've got Andrew House beating the 308 untested sleeved squat record with a 1031. But the question I got for you guys and girls out there in the Instasphere is this weekend gonna be cooler than the king of the platform coming up in 2 weeks? Let me know. I'll be reporting. This has been Patrick, Full Primal Power, Yaman's favorite power lifter. I'll see you boys and girls there.